Hello, friends. Welcome to our Fun Friday Crazy About Chocolate event. So if you are popping on here and you see that red live button, then that means you are catching us live. If you don't see the red live button and you are catching this on the replay, so be sure and type in #replay. There's Miss Tracy, so we are ready to get started. Hello, Brenda and friends. I think I missed a couple of you already. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, so ladies, we are in Craft Round the Clock today, and we are doing our Fun Friday Crazy About Chocolate. And I hope that you guys have been able to catch some of the ladies earlier. There's been lots of fun cooking, all kinds of things. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. And if you are new to my page, my name is Kim, and you are on the page Crafting with Kimber, and I design and cut wood kits for you to DIY and paint yourself. And I have a new fun little kit that you guys have kind of seen before, but and you guys have been asking me for the kit, for the link, and I have not. I was saving it for today, so I'm going to go on here really quick and see if I can catch myself live on here. Let me turn the volume down so we don't have to listen to me. And I am going to really quickly post the link to, let's see, come on, hear myself talking. I'm going to post the link to the kit really quick. And there we go. So hopefully that will take, whoops, I keep turning it up. Sorry about that. Hopefully that will take, whoops, I keep turning it up. Sorry. There we go. Okay, ladies, I think that is all we need to do, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, Deborah. Okay, so what I'm doing today is another bowl filler kit. So I went ahead and got most of my pieces base coated this morning. So okay, the bowl filler kits are my idea and my take on the tiered tray thing. So as I've just explained before, I don't really have a place for a tiered tray, and I love the idea of it. I love all of the fun little things. Hello, Patty and Kim and a girl named Kim and her crafts. Welcome. So I had the idea to do these bowl filler kits, which can absolutely still be used on your tiered tray kit. So last Saturday I did the Wonky Bunny, this one, and I forgot to take a picture before I shipped it out. But today we are going to do a chocolate bunny, and he is going to be so adorable. Okay, so with this kit, there are several different options. So you guys can hop on over and check out the options. But this one that we're going to do is the sitting bunny and the Easter eggs that also come with 3 little flowers and 5 little carrots, okay? And so, like I said, I already base coated all of the little pieces, front and back. I saved the bigger pieces so that you guys could see how quick and easy this goes, just wiping off the dust. I've also taken my Dremel and dremeled off the edges so that it gives it a little bit more wonky fun. And for my bunny, did I miss anything? I hope. I'm just rattling on. You guys know when you first hop on, it's like blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go ahead and base coat my bunny in, and I got orange paint on me already, in melted chocolate. And it is just an apple barrel paint. And I got a little bit of orange on my bunny, but that's okay. And I'm just going to base coat him with a makeup sponge. And this works perfect, goes really, really fast. Then you can just throw your little pieces of makeup sponge. I usually cut mine into several different pieces. Hello, Agatha. If you guys are new here, I hope you will hit that follow button and follow along. I go live in Craft Round the Clock usually every Tuesday or Wednesday. And most of the time I will be painting a wood kit, but I do also like to do some just kind of regular basic crafting as well. Try to throw that in every once in a while. So like I said, I did the other wonky bunny last Saturday in an event, and you guys have been messaging me and asking me for the kit for that, and I just hadn't got it listed yet. So this is going to be super cute. So the melted chocolate is the perfect color for a chocolate bunny. And let me tell you, there were so many things that went through my head about how I could decorate this chocolate bunny. Hi, Mary Jane and Deborah. And I'll tell you about that as we go along. Okay, so the color pink that I picked for my eggs, I want everything to be a little bit on the rustic side. Hi, Rochelle. Thank you for following. And so it was kind of hard. I didn't want to pick out like really bright colors, but we're going to sand them down and distress them. So I'm using pink eraser, which is kind of like a bubblegummy pink, but I think that we can turn this into a really fun distressed look. And then for my other egg, I used Parrot Blue. Is that the right one? No, that is not the right one. I put the other one away. Shoot. I think it was actually this Appleberry Laguna, and it's kind of a, what do I want to say, a turquoisey color. I kind of tried to pick colors that, like I said, I could turn into really rustic colors, kind of grubby them up a little bit. So yes, it is the Laguna Blue by Appleberry. And I just use regular acrylic paints, you guys. Okay, and then I painted our little flowers in Golden Sunset. And I'm trying to remember to tell you guys what colors, because I always get lots of questions about what color I used. And then for the carrots, I actually used this Craft Smart paint, which I believe is either Joann's or Michael's. And it is terracotta, and that is the color of the carrots. And then for the carrot tops, I used Marsh Green by Appleberry, and that's one of my favorite kind of primitive greens. Okay, so what we're going to do while we're letting those dry a little bit, we are going to start distressing our carrots and our flowers, because we're going to go back. Let's see, we're probably really quickly ready to put a second coat on these, and then we'll set them off to dry. So again, for my chocolate bunny, we are using just melted chocolate by Appleberry. And let me tell you why I'm doing this. A couple of ideas that I thought would be so cute. You could wrap him in foil and make him look like an old-fashioned, chocolate bunny. You could put the little blue bow and the little candy eyes that you can actually find in the baking department. So you could really make him look like one of those old-fashioned chocolate bunnies. I'm just going to leave him this way and rustic him up. So you could also cover him in a little bit of cinnamon to give him that really primitive look, and that would be really cute. So there are so many options to how you could paint him up. So the other set that I did was the standing wonky bunny and the flower. Whoops, almost messed that up. The standing wonky bunnies and flowers. And I did those, all of them in kind of a cream color. And like I said, I forgot to take a picture. I was going to take a screenshot of the end of my video just to post that, but I forgot to take a picture before I sent it off. So I'm going to give this carrot right here just one more little coat because he looks a little see-through. All right, so we'll set those off to dry. And then how we're going to distress the edges of these, you guys, is I'm going to take my little gator sander here, and I really need to put a new piece of sandpaper on it. And after I painted it, I'm going to just go over the top of it a little bit, and we are going to, the sander will take it off of the edges that I've beveled, so you can see how that gives it that kind of rustic look. And maybe get it off the sides if I happen to get my paint on the side, on my edges. I like to leave my edges, these are all laser cut, and I actually do like to leave my edges in the brown. I just like the way that that looks. You could absolutely paint them if you choose to. Also, if you are painting the backs, I wish I would have left one. I did. So see the back of this bunny and see these kind of burn marks. Hi, Ruth. That's called flashback, and that is from the laser cutting it. And as it goes around, it hits the little metal tray underneath, and it leaves that flashback. That is actually really easy to get off with a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol, and it will rub right off. So if you're painting a light color and you want to make sure that that is covered, because it will wick back through, like if you paint over it with white, it will wick back through and show through. So you can just paint that, or excuse me, remove that with the rubbing alcohol, and you will be just fine. Hello, Kathy from Baton Rouge. I want to go back to Louisiana. I talked about that at Halloween. Okay, I'm just giving a little bit more distress here, so you can kind of see. I love the way that looks. If you are not into the primitive and distressed look, then you can paint these bright and happy and cheerful Easter colors. You don't have to paint your bunny in a chocolate, as a chocolate bunny. You could paint him as a, I'm just wiping the dust off as I go. From Northwest Missouri. Cindy, I have family in Missouri. I'm terrible with the geography of that though. Hello, Lisa. How are you? So how would you paint this up, you guys? Would you paint it in the primitive, or would you paint it bright and happy? Would you put it on your tiered tray? Would you put it in a bowl? I'm going to show you all the ways to decorate that bowl. Okay, so for my eggs here, I did make these a little wonky. I love wonky, you guys. I started, let's see, about a little over a year ago. My very first wonky project was my wonky standing snowman, who has to date been my very biggest seller. I have lost count of how many I have sold. You guys absolutely loved it. And then last year I did the spring bunny with fence, which I just noticed is showing sold out on my website. So I will go back and fix that. And I have just continued on with all the wonky things. So there is an entire collection on my website at craftingwithkimber.com that is called The Wonky Things. And there are so many fun things there. Okay, so now for our bunny, we are just going to go around the edges of all of those places that I sanded with my Dremel. I love using my Dremel tool on this. I'm doing great, Lisa. How are you? And hello, Miss Angela. Okay, so when I do this, it kind of scuffs everything up. And just like I said, it gives it that kind of distressed primitive look that I like. You can go as heavy on the prim as you want, or as light, or you don't have to do it at all. So there is our little bunny, and see how running that sander over there just took off some of the little bit of the paint, and I love the edges. So all of our pieces are sanded. I'm going to take a paper towel and just give them a little wipe to, I'm going to distress this one just a little bit more. Sorry if I'm wiggling you. Hello, Miss Brandy. How are you, my dear? Sweet girl. Okay, so I'm just wiping all of the dust off of my pieces because we are now going to fleckle. Fleckling is one of my favorite ways to add lots of fun character to this. We're going to go back in and do a little bit of inking around the edges as well. Okay, so we got all of our pieces here. I'm going to lay them out. Let's see. I want to get everything kind of in a little pile here, and then our bunny, and that way I can get everything all at once. Yes, Brenda, I will list the SVG file for this as well. I want to let you guys know, if you're watching this and you asked for the Valentine bowl filler SVG, I did get that listed last night too. I apologize, you guys, for getting so behind on all these things, but you guys, like I said earlier in the week, have blessed my socks off, and I have been busting my booty to get my orders out. And so sitting down to make those listings just takes a little bit of extra time. So it's listed. I will get this listed this afternoon as the SVG file as well. So to fleckle, I have a cup of water, just plain old water. Dirty paint water, actually. And I think, first of all, I'm going to fleckle these in a white. So I'm going to use this cashew paint by Waverly, this chalk paint. Ooh, that needs to be shaken up. It's got some blue in it. Hello, Moni. What a beautiful name. So I want a creamy white. I don't want a bright white. So I'm going to use this cashew. And this is really, really easy. I'm going to use the lid because I just shook it up. Because this is all the paint that I'm going to need. And I'm going to dip my paintbrush in there and just kind of whirl it around like that. And make sure that I don't have any drippy water. I like to find a place on my paper. Make sure that my fleckles aren't too big and too wet. A wet toothbrush will give you really big wet fleckles. A drier toothbrush will give you finer fleckles. Move anything out of the way that you don't want fleckled, and just run your thumb over your toothbrush. I do have a little bit too much water in there. And you will fleckle all of your things. Perfect. Now I'm going to move the bunny out of the way. And I'm going to give everything a little bit of brown fleckle. So I think I probably still have plenty of paint on my paper plate from earlier. So I'm going to get a tiny bit of water, rub that all around, find a place on my paper, little tiny bit more water, tap it off, and give everything a little bit of brown fleckle. I could have left my bunny there, but there's no reason to fleckle him. He's already brown. Okay, these are going to be so dang cute, you guys. Love, love, love. Hello, Annabelle and Natalie. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm setting my water out of the way here. And I'm going to hit these with my hairdryer for just a couple seconds to make sure that I dry any wet fleckles and they don't smear them. Hello, Miss Kathy. And thank you guys for sprinkling. I've seen a couple that said they sprinkled. Alrighty. So it is going to be a very, very busy weekend. We've got all of these Fun Friday things happening today, all the chocolate things, and then the rest of the weekend. I will be live again tomorrow in another event. So you can check out my Facebook page if you want information on that. And there is so much fun happening. Okay, you guys, let me show you. Hello, Tammy and River Hill Crafts. So here is my little chocolate bunny. And now we are ready to start kind of decorating. Oh, I forgot something. Also with the kit, depending on which one that you order, you are going to get a few overlay pieces. So here I have for this kit, I have some flower centers. I'm going to turn these over and stick them down to my tape. Some flower centers. And I'm not going to be using the big ones. So, oopsie daisy. Let me think here. I have the wrong. I'm going to have to fix that. See, this is what happens and why I don't always list the files right away is because I will often find that I missed a little something. I didn't though. I thought I did, but I didn't. And here is a little heart that is going to go with the other bunny's nose. Okay, so for our Easter eggs, we are going to decorate one with a flower and one with a heart. So I think I'm going to put the heart on the pink one. So I think for this, this flower, I'm going to go back to my yellow, this is Golden Sunset, and I'm going to put a little bit of the golden, whoops, trying not to get too much. A little bit of the Golden Sunset on this flower. Just probably one coat will do. And then for our flower, our heart, you guys know I have a favorite red. I'm going to go ahead, let me see if I can do this really quick. I always mix my favorite red, but I think for today, I'm going to go ahead for the sake of time and just do a little tiny bit of spiced berry. And that will give me a good, I need a piece of makeup sponge. So I'll just cut the top off of that one. And for this heart, a little bit of spiced berry. It's kind of a burgundy. And since we're going to be scuffing this up a little bit, I think it will be fine. Okay. And then for our flower centers, I'm not sure yet. I don't even know if I'm going to use those. So I'm going to set those off to the side. Hello, Marlene. How are you? Okay, so we are all fleckled. We have our little accent pieces. And I think what we're going to do for our carrots is, I tried to prepare myself a little better today because I fight with bows and I don't want that to take up a whole bunch of time. So I'm going to, for our flowers, I have a piece of cheesecloth. Okay, so I brought over cheesecloth that I've already coffee stained, and I'm just going to take little pieces of this cheesecloth. This is what I did with the other flowers, and I think they looked so cute. So I'm going to just take my cheesecloth and tie it in little short pieces with a knot, and then trim those off. And I need 3 of those. So all I'm doing is just adding that knot just for a little bit of extra dimension. Doop. And then we'll shred the edges of those. Hello, Jerry. How are you? You look like we have some low numbers today. Okay, so, but I see lots of new friends. Mornings I know are a little bit harder. People are working. Actually, I'm saying morning. I am in Oregon, you guys, if you're new to my page. So it actually is still morning here. It's just a little after 11. Oh, good morning, Gina. And so I am going to just give I don't like that one. See, this is why I gave myself a head start, because I sometimes fight with my bows for whatever reason. Okay. Now, I am not going to use hot glue on these, you guys, and I'll tell you why. Because the hot glue has a tendency to add too much bulk. So I'm going to use Beacon Fabri-Tac glue that actually sets up really fast. I have a piece of paper towel here. I'm just going to put a little bit of my Beacon Fabri-Tac. So it doesn't set up as quickly as hot glue. It does take a couple minutes, but it is every bit as good as hot glue. And you can't really glue bells and fabric with the stick fast super glue. So the Beacon Fabri-Tac works great. So I'm going to take my little bow, and can you see me here? For some reason, you don't get any notifications anymore from any crafters. Aw, that's too bad. Facebook, love-hate relationship with them, right? Okay, so I just dipped that in. What I find funny, off topic here, is every single day on both my personal page and my business page, I get suggestions for pages that I might like. But then I don't see the notifications for the pages that I've already followed and I liked. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Hello from Idaho. You're kind of a neighbor. Joy, I so appreciate you hitting that notify button. I do not have those set up yet. I need to do that. Okay, so I am going to use hot glue for my little bell. I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit of hot glue on there, and I am going to stick that right on top of my cheesecloth so it sticks right away. Hello, Joy. Oh, I just said that. And look at that, how cute that is, you guys. So I'm going to trim off the little pieces there. So I didn't use the flower centers. You'll get them anyway, and you can decide whether or not you want to use them. I wanted to add a little bit of extra rustic to my project. So again, I'm going to take my little bow here. I'm just going to dip it in the Fabri-Tac. And if you missed it, like I said, the reason I'm doing this is it doesn't add the same bulk as hot glue does. So spread that, and then I will come back in with a tiny rusty bell. Aren't they cute? I actually did see a project on Pinterest or Etsy, I can't remember, that kind of used the same idea for an entirely different project, but I loved the idea of that. Rusty bells just are so cute. Okay, and then last one. We're doing good. These 45-minute time slots sometimes get me all befuddled because I either over-prepare and I get done too early, or I don't prepare enough and I don't finish my project. So I tried to be good today. I need to turn that sideways. And then another little rusty bell. You could use the flower centers as dots for the eggs, and that would be really cute because they are all different sizes. Although I don't know if there's enough. So you would get 4 with one set and 4 with the other, because the other flowers are big. But yeah, you certainly could. Let's see. Let's put those on there. You'd only have 2 per egg, but you could also do like dip dot polka dots, and that would kind of add to it. or cut some out of paper. Hi, Brianna. Am I going to do any Valentine's or Easter shakers? So I do have the Valentine's shaker. And let me tell you guys why I haven't been doing shakers. So I got really overwhelmed because I have to cut the acetate, or I was needing to cut the acetate on my silhouette. And it was just taking up way too much time, and I would run out of time. And so I kind of haven't been doing that. And then I got the baby laser, hoping that I would be able to cut the acetate with the laser. I'm still experimenting with that, but that's why I haven't been doing a lot of shakers. Okay, so for my eggs, I'm going to put a little dot of hot glue on the back. And then I'm going to stick, I have some thin, great, I have a knot. I have a nest of twine there. And I'm going to cut, actually, I'm not going to cut it yet. So I'm got my twine stuck in there, and I'm going to wrap my twine. I need to put that so I don't get glue on it. I'm going to wrap my twine around a couple of times, doing a couple little crisscrosses, and then now I will cut it so I don't waste it. Cut it right there. A little bit of hot glue. I got myself tangled. And whoops, bring that around and tuck it in there. Let me grab my little silicone doodad. Where is it? And press that down in there. Okay. You done? And hold it. Okay, so I just wrapped that with a little bit of twine, and now I'm going to bring my little heart over here, and I'm going to scuff it up with my sander. I thought Zoe was up here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, you guys? See, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's okay. I can go back and do it. Normally I would have did my shading a little bit earlier. Hello, ladies. I think I missed a hello. And hello, Lynette and Susie. That's okay, Susie. You know you can always catch the replays. I'm going to sand up my little flower here, too. And we are going to go back before we finish and do a little bit of shading. Okay, so for my blue, I think that's going to be way too light. I'm actually, you guys, going to see how it will look to shade all of my pieces in a brown. So I'm going to use this Versa Magic Jumbo Java and my little finger dauber. Hello, Miss Gwen from Missouri. And I'm going to do my carrots first here. So I'm just going to take my finger dauber with my ink on it and very, very gently give my carrots a little bit of shade. We're throwing down some shade. Just a smidge. So again, you guys, if you are a tiered tray lover, you could totally use these on your tiered tray. Now, I'm going to take my sander and just go back over right along the edge there so I can still see my wood coming through. Don't want to cover up all that goodness there. There we go. Okay, so for my blue, let me do the back side and see if I like it. I think I do. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of shade, just a tiny bit. I didn't even reload my inker. Brianna says, here, make t-shirts with a printer. Like sublimation, I do, but it's really hard to find a t-shirt that you like that is polyester to be able to sublimate on them. You're trying to find the best printer to print out the transfers. So Brianna, you can go onto YouTube and there are several tutorials. Let's see, Jennifer Maker, she has several tutorials, and also there's lady Angie Holman, and I can't remember what the name of her page is, something about cottage. She has some tutorials on that, which are the ones that I followed, and they're really good ones. So I would check those out. Okay, guys, so I'm just giving these like a little tiny bit more, like I said, to make sure that my wood is showing through. And then I think my flowers are just fine. I might like hit, just kind of job a couple little spots, but I think they are fine. This is going to be so dang cute. I need to hurry. We've got just under 10 minutes, but we're about done. So now I'm going to glue, and I'm going to go back and use my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to glue my heart onto this one. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cute. It's going to take a minute to set up, but look at how adorable that is. I don't want it to fall off. Chooch. Once that Fabri-Tac takes hold and sticks, it is stuck. I'm going to put just a little bit more underneath there. Boop. And we'll just set that over to dry. And now I think I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go the opposite direction with my little blue egg. So I'm going to, whoops. Let's see. Now that one's going this way, so this one needs to go this way. Opposites. Isn't that going to be cute? Hello, sweet Linda. How are you, my friend? Oh my gosh, you guys, I had to do that, didn't I? Come here. I got a knot because I've got a piece of cheesecloth stuck on there. Let me get my knot undone. Come here. There we go. Okay, so now, wait a second. I did that wrong. We're going to, I went the same way. It's okay. Whatever. I meant to go opposites and I didn't. Okay, so now we're going to glue that in the back. Tangled. Snip. Press that down. And flip it over. And we're going to glue our flower on. Actually, I can probably use the hot glue here because it does make it adhere quicker. And it's okay because it's going to stick up a little bit anyway. Now, for my flower center, I think that I'm just going to use a dotting tool, and I'm going to go in with some of this melted chocolate paint, and I'm just going to do a couple little dip dots in the center for you know, for little flower doodads. And then maybe a tiny, I'll go back if I have a minute and do the do it in white also. So there's our little blue one, our little pink one. And now for our carrots, thank goodness that I pre-cut my bows. So I tied just a little twine bows with my carrots, and I can go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue to each one of these, and then we'll go back and trim them up. So you're going to get 2 big carrots and 3 little carrots. So you'll have 5 total. We're just going to set those down on there. And where'd the other ones go? Here they are. I made 3 little ones and 3 bigger ones. I think it would work better if I put a tiny bit on each carrot and just set that little bow right down in there. One's a little big. That's okay. And I'm going to make these ones a little bit smaller. Hi, Billy. Doing great with your coffee and watching me create. So you need to, when you're all done, if you're not finished with your coffee time, hit that refresh button or hop on over to Craft Around the Clock and catch. There is so much going on this weekend, girls. It is going to be so fun. Okay, one last one. And then I just got like 4 minutes to put this baby together. And for our bunny, I am just going to put, I tied this twine. It is actually baling twine. And I am going to hot glue that onto him. And that is all I'm going to do for him, is just put that little, and maybe a rusty bell. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to style this bowl. So again, you could use it on a tiered tray if you wanted to. Okay, all of our pieces are done. They're stinking cute. Hello, Renee. Isn't it adorable? Okay, so I gotta hurry now. I have my little white bowl here. I wasn't sure which greenery swag I wanted to use, but I think I'm going to use this one. It's got like a little wreath holder thing on the back of it. So it is a Bloom, probably Joann's, Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to put my bowl in here, and then I'm going to, I had some paper shred. Hold on. I was going to get some Spanish moss too, but I'm going to add just a little bit of this paper shred to the bottom of my bowl to give it a little bit of extra, just a little bit of extra something. Spanish moss would be cute. Raffia. I'm just wanting to add a little bit of more rustic look to my bowl here. And then I'm going to take my cute little bunny and I'm going to place him in the back. He's going to have to, let's see, what did I do last time? I need something to, here, I know what I'm going to do. Just to prop him up, I'm going to take some paper towels. I'll probably do it with raffia. So I'm just going to kind of twist these. So pretend like you don't see that, okay? I'm just going to twist those up so he stands. And then I have this cute little candle that I forgot to put batteries in, but I'm going to stick that in the center. So, and it's a timer candle, so it will come on. And then we're going to add our Easter eggs. And you guys will have to kind of tuck them in however you see fit here. Look at that. Is that not stinking adorable? And then your little carrots can just kind of lay in there wherever. And so adorable. So, so cute. I love, love, love. Okay, and so that is our wonky spring bunny bowl filler kit, you guys. And I think that we are right on time. Let me look at what my iPad says. So again, ladies, this event is going on all day long. I have 1 minute all day long. So if you are on my page, hop on over to Craft Around the Clock refresh, and there will be a new crafter every 45 minutes. You can also, this weekend is the Chuffberry Circle event. You can hop over there and find all of the things. Thank you, Tracy, for posting that link. So hop on over to Craft Around the Clock, you guys, and watch all the fun chocolate things happening today. Whoops, I'm missing a carrot. And you're going to get some great ideas. Great ideas. So there you go. My time is up. Happy Friday. And I will see you again tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8:45 my time. Yikes. So, all right, ladies, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.